Hello everyone, my name is Andrei Bailey. I'm a composer and for the past 6 years I've been developing my own game. It's a hybrid that combines 4x strategy elements, similar to Civilization, with the tactical depth of Heroes of Might and Magic, all unfolding in dynamic real time. The core philosophy I followed for years is what I call the grotesque of the absolute. I want to create a world where impossible encounters become reality, where a fire mage duels soldiers throwing grenades, or a dragon is brought down by a surface-to-air missile or a combat helicopter. The lore is built on the idea that this world existed and thrived long before players established their civilizations. For the players, their arrival is just an addition to this ancient magical realm, but this world is under threat. Technology literally displaces magic. The more powerful your industry becomes, the faster the fantasy elements vanish. But the path to this grotesque reality begins at absolute zero. Unlike many strategies where you start with a capital city and established architecture, here you begin in a complete wasteland. Just nature, a hex-based world, and your first campfire in the Stone Age. The game features an era system. Currently I've fully implemented the Foundation, the Stone and Bronze Ages. I've also completed the Middle Ages, though they aren't integrated in the main build just yet. This isn't just a linear progression. At certain milestones, players must make a fundamental and irreversible choice. You can follow the path of technological progress, through the Renaissance and the Industrial eras toward the future of flying ships and robotics. Or you can diverge into fantasy. I've planned unique branches, a Stone Age focused on nature magic, a Bronze Age where alchemical secrets are uncovered, and a medieval era filled with knights and wizards. Once you choose nature magic in the fantasy Stone Age, there is no going back to building factories. This decision defines your civilization's culture until the very end. I wanted every unit in this game to have value. That's why I developed a population conversion system. There are no abstract recruitment resources, there are only people. Everything starts with the unemployed citizens. You assign them to various guilds, some become workers in mines or fields, others become scientists at the university to generate research points, or tacticians in the barracks to generate tactician points. Military units are recruited directly from this pool of unemployed citizens. If you want to create a squad of 5 archers, you must sacrifice 5 potential workers. I am also working on reverse conversion system, allowing surviving veterans to eventually return to civilian life. The world is divided into provinces, each with its own resources and points of interest that can benefit your faction. To expand, you must train settlers at established town centers, which automatically lay down roads to the nearest nodes of your empire. Cities themselves are built using unique forms. I didn't want every city to look the same, so I designed a template system. In one instance, your main tower might spawn on an unreachable cliff, in another in a lush valley. Buildings evolve visually with every era and upgrade. It's important to note that a city is a distinct territory within a province. Think of it as a specialized hub that operates independently from the surrounded provincial land. Combat happens in real time, where players command squads and entire armies. Armies are organized into garrisons with 7 slots, each holding a specific unit type. Armies can exist and move without heroes, acting as independent combat units, but heroes provide significant bonuses to the garrisons they lead. I am paying special attention to physics. I use a ragdoll system to make every hit feel impactful. Where a catapult stone slams into a crowd of goblins, the impact impulse sends them flying. My roadmap includes fully destructible buildings, where a falling debris can actually damage nearby units. As a solo developer, I know that for a game of this scale to run stably, architecture must be flawless. Lately I've been focusing on memory and CPU optimization. I've also overhauled the world visualization. I am currently replacing the heavy mesh-based road system with the dynamic texturing, similar to city builders. This reduces GPU load and allows roads to blend organically into the landscape, connecting your cities into a single living network. It's vital to me that the game remains responsive and smooth, even on massive maps spanning multiple areas. 6 years of development have brought me to this point where I can finally share this journey with you. Beyond programming and design, I place a huge emphasis on atmosphere. I've already released several original albums in the soundtrack and orchestral genres, projects where I created worlds as audiobooks without words on streaming platforms. Now I am applying all that experience to compose the original score for this game. Currently, the Stone and Bronze Ages are ready. My next steps are integrating the medieval, the fantasy branches and the hero mechanics. Subscribe to see what the fantasy Middle Ages or the Renaissance era will look like. It only gets more interesting from here.